to, alright, echo, demand and supply and elasticity. This is obviously week 2. Last week we introduced the subject and talked about the basics of economics. This week we're going to move on and talk about these things. There's the recommended book. Get it on Amazon for less than this. Alright, demand. What'll be the demand when the price is £20 of something? Will it be greater than when the price is £15? Well, look at this book that I'm asking you to get. We want £40 for it, and so how many people have actually bought it out of the 30 in the class? Well, 1. But if it were £10, would there be greater demand? Now, of course, when we look around, more people would say, all right, I'll buy the book for £10, £5, everybody would get it. Now, for the businessman supplying the book, the higher the price, the more he wants to supply. The lower the price, the less he wants to supply. So there's this balance between the two, isn't there? He wants to supply more when the price goes up. They want to buy more, they demand more when the price goes down. Now you can see here, look at this, the price is high, the demand is low. There it is, there's the price, gone up to 5, so the demand is 10. But when the price is low, then the demand is greater, but the supplier wants it there. The demander wants it there. So what are we saying? Where the two meet, with a price of about 2.5 and a supply of about 35, that's a balance, an equilibrium. If you have less than that, you get a shortage. If you have more than that, you get a surplus. We've looked at this already. Price high, supplier keen. Price low, supplier not keen or not so keen. Let's move along. Price mechanism. When trading in the stock market, you look at the shares and you say, well, if they're good shares, lots of people want to buy them. If they're poor shares, not so many people want to buy them. When lots of people want to buy them, the share price goes up. When few people want to buy them, the share price goes down. Share price is worth £10, I might bid £9.97. The seller might say, oh no, £10 and twopence. So we've got this price up and down between demand and supply. Now, even though Saudi has said that it will cover any shortages of oil, with the problems with President Gaddafi, they only produce 2% of the world's oil, but this is pushing the price of oil up, despite fears. So there are some emotional factors here. Most of the time the bid and ask prices remain very close. So we've got there the difference between the bid and ask price is called the bid-ask spread. But there are emotional factors here. The trader specifies the number of shares his or her bid-ask price depending on whether he or she is buying or selling. Such orders can have execution limits, so you've got to do it by the end of the day, all or nothing. Elasticity is the percentage of change of one variable over the percentage of change over another. Demand will go up, perhaps when supply is low. Frequently used elasticities include price elasticity of demand, price elasticity of supply, income elasticity of demand, and so on. Elasticity is one of the most important concepts in economic theory, useful in understanding the incidence of indirect taxation, marginal concepts as they relate to the theory of the firm, and distribution of wealth and different types of goods as they relate to the theory of consumer choice. Consumer choice, whether you go to Sainsbury's or whether you go to Marks and Spencer's, to Tesco or Lidl. Okay, that's enough to take on board. You might look in the book at elasticity. You might look on share prices. You might look at the information about oil. Thank you very much.